Namaskar. Karma hi dharma. This one sentence has gained glory in almost every spiritual text of our India. So, if we see that every person in our ancient days were always taken their passion as their karma. So that when they have executed this karma, so dharma was following it automatically. Because if we see karma as the principle of the work or the work principle, then dharma is the principle what this human body will behave after the karma. So we have always seen, so our ancestors were always busy either while doing their work, which is their passion, or else they will be executing on their how to gain a liberation or to attain moksha, that is enlightenment. So in both the ways, our ancestors always focused that we as an individual should always keep ourselves as very truthful, honest, and also very down to earth, so that all the feminine qualities irrespective of the gender should always escalate, and all the masculine qualities irrespective of the gender should deteriorate day by day. So if this thing we do it when it is with the nature, or maybe with the alignment of the planets, that is our sun, all the 9 planets and the moon, then we can find that yes, we are rhythmic not only with Mother Nature but also with the universe. So we should be very thankful to our ancestors that every month in our India we have customs, celebrations, festivals, and that's why we have holidays on these days. So we today have the opportunity to gain either enlightenment or liberation by following the traditions what is being mentioned in Indian spiritual texts. So every festival, every occasion, every celebration is very important with respect to time and space, directly proportional to our Mother Nature and the universe. So in another few days, Navratri is coming, so we thought that we will convey this message, or we will encourage the people of our country that to celebrate this Navratri with full enthusiasm, and let's understand that why our ancestors thought that this phase, these 9 days are important, and it will be called as Navratri. Actually, we in India, we celebrate Navratri 2 times a year. During this time, it is Chaitra Navratri, and during the month of September-October, it is Sharad Navratri. So, this Chaitra Navratri, we celebrate it, and on the 9th day of the Navratri, we call it as the birth tithi of our Lalla, Ram Lalla, that is our Bhagwan Ram. So, when we look to this 9 days, this 9 days of Navaratri, we come to know that it is a celebration of the 9 nights. As we know, we have already discussed in our Mahashivratri video that whenever our ancestors have seen some importance, whether it is with respect to days or nights, they have always emphasized on after the nights of the Amavasya, because at that time the moon is rising, and it is for everybody irrespective of what belief system we are following, but moon is for every human being living in this planet Earth. So these 9 nights during this Chaitra Navratri, it is an opportunity for us to enhance our feminine emotions within this human mind, and we can practice it as if we are how we are born from our mother's womb in 9 months. Similarly, this 9 nights we will consider ourselves as if we are going back to our mother's womb, and it is a beginning. It is bringing some kind of newness within us, because when we shade off the masculine emotions and when we enhance the feminine emotions within every human being, irrespective of gender, definitely we will find a new person, a new human being within this body. So that's why whenever, and this time when the leaves are also falling off from the trees and some new leaves are also coming up, so this is the time when our ancestors thought that we are going to celebrate this 9 days, and what beautiful can be more than that, that on the 9th day it is our Bhagwan Ram's birthday. So when we look to the idol of Ma Durga, we see she is a lady with all power, and she is having around 10 hands. Each hand is having weapons, where it is a metaphor that we can use this weapons to cut off all the masculine energy or the masculine emotions which is playing within this body. As we know, hands are always a representation of chakras, and it has the healing properties. So that's why she will have 10 hands, and she will be holding like conch shell, bow and arrow, or a japamala. So these are all, we have already made a video that why these instruments, why these weapons, why these things are important for us to keep our brain active and very much inclined, conscious, intelligent, cognitive, and also rhyming with the mother nature and the universe. We can see Durga Mata ears will be open, and then with the help of a Trishul, she will be killing a demon, and that demon will be with the form of a buffalo, and she will be riding a lion, not a lioness. She will be riding a lion. So if we look to the properties, or we can say if we look to the behavior of a lion, then we will see it is almost resembling with the masculine emotions of every human being. So that's why it has been depicted that we have to ride the feminine emotions to be kept at the surface of our mind, and the masculine emotions has to come down. And what best, how to do this? So they have seen it, the best emotion what we can keep at this point of time is love, that is bhakti with devotion. So already we have made a beautiful video why whenever we go to a Radha Krishna temple, what emotion we should keep it at the surface of our mind, and what is the advantage we get out of it. We have already made a video on this. So when we see that Ma Durga is killing a buffalo, then we see that what is the behavior of a buffalo. Then we know actually when the buffalo are in herds, they always have a tendency to fight with human beings. Yes, so whenever we as human beings can love each other, can repel amongst each other, can attract amongst each other, but we as human beings should never ever fight with each other. And what is the reason for that? We have already discussed in one of our video. So when we say that with this Navratri, with the depiction of seeing Ma Durga image for all these 9 nights in front of me, then that is a constant remembrance to my mind that I have to work on my feminine emotions for this 9 nights. Then what best emotion we can give it other than Mata Shabri's devotion? Yes. So Mata Shabri, there are 9 forms of devotions, and Mata Shabri's devotion is being known as Archanam. And also, how can we forget our Bhagwan Hanumanji? Yes, so Bhagwan Ram loves his devotees so much, and the most adorable for our Ram Lalla is our Hanumanji. So when we speak about 9 forms of devotion, then Mata Shabri's devotion is like Archanam, and Bhagwan Hanumanji's devotion is Dashyam. So we can see, we as a parent, whenever we get some fruits from market, it may be some oranges, what we have generally a tendency, if we are trying to give those oranges maybe to our children or to our parents, that is maybe one hierarchy down relationship or one hierarchy up relationship, what we do usually, we as a human being, we will try to peel off 3-4 oranges out of it, and then whichever is the sweetest oranges amongst them, we try to give it to our parents, to our children. Many of my friends will agree to this. So don't you think already we are practicing the devotion of Archanam, or like Mata Shabri, what she has done when Bhagwan Ram was coming with Bhaiya Lakshman to meet her in her kutia? Yes. So Mata Shabri's devotion, she was born in a Shabr family, but her intelligence level, the level of devotion has made her the path where she was being liberated. As we know, Bhagwan Parshuram was born in a Brahman family, but his karma was like a Kshatriya. So we have already made a beautiful video in that our ancient India society system was completely based on knowledge. But today, unfortunately, we have based our society on a very tangible thing, that is money. So that's why we are facing so many challenges, not only physically, emotionally, mentally, we are facing so many challenges. So the main intention of making these videos are, we should come back to our ancient way of living, so that we can bring back the real Ram Rajya back to our country. If we Google and we see, more than 2 crores of people have already visited Ayodhya. So we thought, let's remind our Indians that actually how beautiful Ram Rajya was. So I will take here one small example. There was a person by name Shambhuk, and he was actually Shudra. That means he took a vow that he will be doing the karma like a Shudra. So nobody compelled him that he should be Shudra. He took it a vow by himself that he wants to do his karma like a Shudra. But when Ram Rajya was going on, suddenly one Brahmin, very young son died very early. So that was one thing which completely brought some kind of vibration to the Ram Rajya. So all went to Bhagwan Ram telling that somewhere somebody is doing some adharma. That's why we are facing all these problems in your kingdom. So Bhagwan Ram, when he approached to Shambhuk, he saw Sambhuk was doing very deep penance, and we can see he was hanging inverted. So why he was hanging inverted, as we already know that we have already made a video that why eyes are the source of illusion, why we have a convex lens in our eyes, what is the property of the convex lens, why the convex lens is giving us the image which is inverted at the back of retina. So all these things we have already discussed in our videos. So when Bhagwan Ram came to Sambhuk, he saw that the person who took a vow already that I have to do the karma like a Shudra, but he was going against the vow, and then he was doing a tapa or a panache, and then he was behaving like a Brahmana. So that's why it was beyond, or it was an adharma, because as we know, the whole Ramayana is on, if we look to the step by step logic of, or we can look to the Ramayana, we can see only the vows or the promises what they have made, they cannot ever break it, because as we know, रघुरीत चली आ रही है कि प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. Why? Because when we speak something, it creates a sound. Whatever sentences we are speaking, it is creating a sound, and that sound will vibrate in the universe. And as we know, universe is nothing but vibrations of sounds. So that's why when Bhagwan Ram saw that this kind of adharma is being done by Shambhuk, so that's why Ram Bhagwan punished him. So there is nothing, any kind of contradiction, because Ram Bhagwan was a Kshatriya. So what was his dharma was to bring equilibrium in the society, to retain dharma in the society. So this is the story which we should remember. So if Ram Lalla has already come to Ayodhya, he is a small boy now. So we, through our channel, we Indians have to remember that if the Ram Lalla's darshan is not enough for all of us, we all should be ready to bring Ram Rajya back again within us. We all citizens of our country have to work towards it. Then only the real meaning of darshan, or going and doing darshan for Ram Lalla in Ayodhya, from Reminisce India, wants to congratulate every citizen of our country to remember Ram Rajya, so that we can bring back to our country, and at the same time we have to make ourselves eligible to enter into the Ram Rajya. When Ram will be back, we should be in a state to enter into the Ram Rajya. Jai Bharat.